20 years of working illegal drugs, I can't remember all the questions that were asked. But we'll do the best we can. Talk about cognitive functioning, you know. The question about framing the drug war, thank you very much, you made my point. I agree with you. Can't frame it as a war. You heard it today, we're losing the war, but nobody ever said anything positive about the achievements made by law enforcement, or the fact that terrorists are being arrested, which affects national security. Nobody in the panel mentioned any of that, but you heard it today, and you heard it from me, okay? Now, the question about what can we do about it? Because I disagree with members of the panel does not necessarily mean I'm right in everything I say and do. You do as your conscience dictates, and you do what you feel is right for your community. I already gave you the individual that I thought had it right. I quoted Pope Francis. When Pope Francis stated that we must confront the problems underlying the use of these drugs by promoting greater justice, educating young people, and accompanying those in difficulty and giving them hope for the future. There's a plan laid out for you. In terms of corruption and violence, since Cain killed Abel, we're going to be faced with that. Corruption in the United States, ladies and gentlemen, I was working as an undercover agent in Los Angeles, laundering money for Colombians. So by the way, if we had the time, I would explain exactly how the dynamics of money laundering work, okay? But I don't have the time to do it. But I did, all right? And I know what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it is a very effective way of fighting the cartels. Take their money, and it hurts them. But corruption, in Los Angeles, when I was laundering money, the entire Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office was dismantled for corruption. So no, it's not just a problem endemic in Mexico. Unfortunately, in Mexico, some of the levels of corruption, when I was in Guadalajara, I agree with you, went all the way up to the president of Mexico. That's what we call institutionalized corruption. In the United States, if a DEA agent goes wrong, and let me tell you, 6 of my best friends have been killed in the line of duty. 3 of my best friends are doing time in prison. And when a DEA agent goes down, every major newspaper puts it in the front page. We crucify him to make an example because their conduct, their level of conduct, there is more to be expected from them. Now, is there corruption that we don't know about? Of course there is. But in the United States, if a cop goes wrong, we're going to nail him to the wall, and then we're going to advertise it. And I hope that with time in Mexico, we can get to that point. Instead of journalists, by the way, I respect you, because you're in the inside looking out, not in the outside looking in. Oh, people are killing each other in Mexico and Juarez, pobrecitos. But I don't live there. You are there. You are taking the risks, and I applaud your efforts. And I agree with you. Echen la boca a todo un montón de rateros. But it's easier to legalize drugs instead of doing that. Okay? But I'm with you. Let's go after them. Let's go after them. Let's, as Francis said in Brazil, in a rehabilitation center, let's maintain